right now, you just mentioned Mr. Derrick Henry. He's very good. He's very good. You know what? Excellent outfits on game day, by the way. But Derrick Henry, this offense has really evolved, I'd like to say. And Derrick Henry's been a big part of that.
Yeah.
Right? And Zay Flowers even talked about how big of a part Derrick has meant to this team, because the Ravens wide receivers don't always get the credit because they're like, oh, well, the Ravens need more guys. It's like, we think the Ravens have guys, but also having Derrick Henry changes it up. And he was talking with Peter Schrager on Good Morning Football about what Derrick Henry's impact has been on the Baltimore Ravens. So let's play that.
And now you've got Likely, and you've got Kohler, and you've got Derrick Henry in the backfield, and Justice Hill. It's always like the receivers are like the last ones mentioned, and yet you guys are having quite a season as well. What's it like inside that room? Maybe not given the national love of other wide receivers and maybe wide receiver groups that you hear about from 31 other teams.
I mean, we passionate about it because, you know, it's like a thing going around saying the Ravens don't have receivers and this and that, but y'all don't have Derrick Henry, so let me see what y'all do. Y'all got Derrick Henry.
The ultimate
So we got to run the ball because we got him. We always had a good rushing game, so it's like you always got to balance it out. And if your rushing game good, you just got to keep going with what you winning you the games.
So, my bad. So, that's a fact. No one else has Derrick Henry in the NFL.
Correct.
And no one is as ferocious and just a presence on the field more than Derrick Henry at the running back position. I mean, look, when you have him, you're going to use that weapon of a human being. Like, we're talking about you're creating something in a lab, and you want to go out there and you're talking about having like it's almost like a super soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry is a super soldier, but in the running back form where he just is, it just feels like can't be stopped. Yeah. And truly, teams don't know how to stop him. So what do? They have to overcommit. And if they don't overcommit, these Ravens wide receivers are going to do their thing. And by the way, Zay Flowers is a very good wide receiver.
Damn good.
And Rashad Bateman is in my mind, he's one of the best separators. And I think the analytics, talking about analytics earlier, Zach, they're getting open. And then you're talking about the tight ends, who all three of them, Kohler, Likely, and Andrews, are doing their thing.
Yeah, and I think what I like the most about this response from Zay is you see where his priorities lie once again, and it's helping the team win. You know, they brought up all these guys, and Peter talks about, hey, the wide receiver group is the last one that gets brought up when we talk about the Ravens offense. And he's kind of like, how do you feel about that? Because like you just pointed out, Ryan, Zay, Bate, they're having hell of a season. They're having a hell of a season. Both of them are producing. The last two games, especially, both have taken massive steps. And what's Zay say? He goes, well, we got Derrick Henry. Why wouldn't we run the ball? He's going, we're doing our thing. You know, I got 9 catches for over 130 yards first half. I didn't get any after that. Why does it matter? We won the ball game. Mm-hmm. You know, he said, like he just said, when you have Derrick Henry, if you're running the ball and they can't stop it and that's winning you ball games, why go away from it? So I love that mentality that Zay has. And also, we want to talk about that 87-yard touchdown by Derrick Henry to start off the Bills game. 2 players almost beat him to the end zone, and it wasn't the defenders. It was Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman running down to help block if necessary. And you see that we've talked about with Q, Qadri Ismail. The wide receivers have bought in that, hey, even if we're not getting the ball, we're impacting the game in all these different ways. And that's why the Ravens offense is as successful as it's been.